The ground trembled beneath their feet as Sarah, Jake, and Maria sprinted through the inferno. Flames roared like wild beasts, devouring everything in their path. The city, once vibrant and bustling, was now a hellscape of collapsing buildings and falling debris. The sky was a churning mass of smoke and fire, blotting out the sun. "Keep moving!" Sarah shouted over the deafening noise, her voice barely audible. Sweat and soot streaked her face, but her eyes were fierce with determination. Jake was beside her, his arm bloodied but still gripping Maria's hand tightly. Maria, younger and terrified, stumbled but kept pace, her eyes wide with fear. A massive explosion behind them sent a shockwave through the air, throwing them off balance. They hit the ground hard, rolling across the hot asphalt. Jake quickly got up, pulling Maria with him, while Sarah pushed herself to her feet, coughing from the smoke. The blast had thrown them closer to the edge of the inferno, but they were still far from safety. "We need to get to the river," Jake shouted, pointing towards the faint glimmer of water beyond the flames. It was their only hope, the only place where the fire couldn't reach them. But to get there, they would have to pass through the heart of the blazing city. "Follow me!" Sarah yelled, taking the lead. She darted through the narrow alleys, dodging falling beams and jumping over burning debris. Jake and Maria followed closely, their breath ragged, their bodies aching with every step. The heat was unbearable, the smoke suffocating. Their lungs burned, their throats dry and scratchy. But they couldn't stop. Not now. Not when they were so close. A sudden crack above them made Sarah look up just in time to see a building start to collapse. "Run!" she screamed. They sprinted forward, narrowly avoiding the cascading debris. They didn't stop until they reached the edge of the inferno. There, just beyond a wall of fire, was the river. Cool, clear water glistened invitingly. With a final burst of energy, they leaped through the flames, landing with a splash in the river. The cold water was a shock, but it was a welcome relief from the scorching heat. They had made it. Exhausted, they floated in the water, watching as the inferno continued to consume the city. They had escaped the flames, but the memory of the inferno would burn in their minds forever.